Hey there, everybody. It's Nicholasy and the Rapper, and I want to make this live stream slash video here because I don't know how YouTube's going to take this. I don't know how YouTube's going to react to this, but bigger content creators need to get involved and say something because if they truly are the people and the juggernauts of this platform, they need to say something because my title is accurate. Okay. Florida had recently passed a bill where children can marry and there's no minimum age. Okay, children can't marry, they can't consent to sex, they cannot consent to marriage. It's that fucking simple. Okay, they're not adults, they cannot consent. And um you got PDF files that are grooming them. And the way I word this has to be a little different because I don't know how YouTube's going to act. I already have one strike on my fucking channel because apparently the person who runs YouTube didn't like her name put out there and me condemning TEDx talks and me telling her to do something about TEDx talks, you know, coddling PDF files and people attracted to children. Um, so California wants to lower the age of consent below 16. This is the same state that passed SB 145, which allows a 15-year-old to be with a 25-year-old. Use your imagination. As long as it's not over 11 years, it's possible. They're doing that. If it's a same-sex offender, guess what? They get off. Very easy. So if you are like a homosexual and you are a PDF file at the same time, then yeah, you get let off. You get let off. You don't even have to be on the registry. And what are parents doing? They should be fighting this shit, not sitting there doing nothing. I've talked to so many people about SB 145, and guess what? They don't even know about it. They don't know about the child marriage. They don't know about the protests that got shut down by natural weather occurrence and an earthquake that happened right after the people who shut down child marriage in New Jersey, they got it banned over there, went to California, they protested, and then, earthquake and natural weather interrupts the protest. I'm sick and tired of California being this way. And And the fact that California can sit there and influence other states to do the same thing. Now, I'm in New York, okay? What if New York does the same thing? What if New York lowers the age of consent from 16 to 13 like California? Japan had the age of consent of 13. You had girls in brothels. I'm not going to describe anymore. You can guess. And Japan's full of perverts too. Full of perverts. You can see it in their animation. You can see it in their media. It's all over the place. And I was watching a fucking video, and I'm gonna swear because I'm not monetized anyways. I was watching a video in in Japan. You have an overwhelming amount of people that think cheating is okay. They just cheat on each other. Okay, so you know my 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 perspective on it being somewhat easy to find someone in Japan that would be worth your time, that's out the fucking window. If that's coming from people in Japan. And I'm not judging them. They can do what they want, but don't sit there and say you're loyal and you want to be in a relationship when it's with multiple people. Okay. Um, Poly relationships are not the same as mono. Okay. One. With one person, just one person. They're not the fucking same. They cannot be compared. People are comparing them. But back to what I was saying about California. California wants to lower the age of consent down, just like European countries have, just how Sweden has done it. You know, other countries like the Philippines, It goes on. There's a list of countries where the age of consent is super low. That is their goal. Okay, because if they can do that, they don't need to have a minimum or no minimum age of consent for marriage for children and adults. They don't so PDF files can just get away with whatever they want. Okay. A PDF file can marry a child that is underage with permission from the parents. And think about this. They're grooming the kid. They're convincing the parents to allow the marriage. And then if a rape happens, guess what? Guess what? Just take a wild guess. They don't consider it rape because it's in a marriage. It has to happen multiple times. The same way when actual domestic abuse happens, when abuse happens, it has to happen multiple times for law enforcement to get involved. Multiple times. So the innocence of a child, the innocence of someone, or just the mental health of someone doesn't matter to California. It doesn't matter to many states here in the United States. Doesn't matter. None of that matters to the government. Florida has put the death penalty if you're a PDF file and you've done shit to kids. It should be for every rape victim, little boys, little girls, grown women, grown men. It should apply for everybody. But they're not going to do that. No, no, they're not going to do that because the way I see it is New York eventually is going to become just like California. Awful. When are parents going to start going to the school boards and saying, why are you teaching kids to be more comfortable to be groomed by adults? When are people going to do something? Because it's gotten to the point where it's what's happening is a pandemic, a real epidemic. There's a bunch of cases and children being used for labor illegally all over the world, sex trafficking, human trafficking. The numbers are going up in the States, globally. And, you know, where is Moist Critical when all this is happening? Or does he just talk about Sniper Wolf and EDP and not talk about what actually happens behind the scenes? Right? I'm not throwing shots at Moist Critical, but I'm saying that I get compared to him a lot because of my looks. But if that's what people want to view me as, I'm the politically incorrect Moist Critical. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, I'll take that as a compliment from these people. I'm just sick and tired of California putting things in like SB 145, which allows a 15-year-old to do shit with a 25-year-old. And if you're a same sex offender, you get away with it and you're now on the registry. And it started with the Romeo and Juliet laws. A 16-year-old with an 18-year-old, a 17-year-old with an 18-year-old. No, it should not be allowed. They should not be doing sexual things with each other. That should be illegal and indefinitely remain illegal. But when you have states like California that start with the Romeo and Juliet laws and expand it to adults being with children, there is a problem. And if YouTube takes this down and flags this or someone reports this, I hope that person chokes on their coffee and they have to go to the hospital. Cuz whatever. I'm not wishing violence on them. I'm just hoping they swallow a bunch of hot coffee and choke and their throat gets burnt and they have to, take some medicine to feel better. And when they feel better, I'm glad they feel better. Maybe they'll realize that they're not thinking right, Maybe they'll question their life. I don't know. I want things to change. And I know people who have been sexually abused. People in my family have been sexually abused, which resulted in them damaging the entire family. So that damage that happens to one person in the system is going to trickle down to the entire family. It's generational damage, collateral damage. And the people that did it don't even care. Okay, the people that did that to my family member, they have scrapbook pictures of her and her sister, and nothing but just sleepwear. Okay, nothing else. And that's disgusting that this man still lives after he has a book of all of these photos, but he went blind. God took care of his ass. The woman that allowed it, that allowed the sons to take advantage of the girls in the foster care home that only wanted girls from 12 to 14. Yeah, that woman still walks and breathes, and nothing has ever happened to her. She actually put someone in jail for life because her daughter decided to cheat on a guy, waste his time, steal his money, and the guy, I don't support this. I don't support violence on someone like this, but the guy beat the shit out of the mother, the daughter, and the father. Beat the shit out of him. But the mother lied and said that she got her head busted in with the sledgehammer. If that was the case, your head would not look the same shape it did before. She lied. And not only did she lied so she could get a fundraiser, get tons of money that she didn't fucking need because she has money. These were the same people that shamed the actual dog shit out of someone in my family because they said, you know, oh, he's broke. He's not worth it. He's a worthless man. He doesn't have that much money. Judging someone based on money like that is awful. You're a piece of shit if you do it, and you just need to not do it to people. Um, I I'm irritated. I'm irritated. Very irritated that California is going to literally sit there and say, "Yep, children can get married. No minimum age. They can get married if the parents say so." That's parents selling off their children to actual groomers. And if YouTube doesn't like my context of grooming, uh, I don't care. Okay, I barely post on this channel. What, I'm gonna get some PDF file that sits there and reports my video because I called them out? I mean, it's likely. Um, and at that point, I just won't post anymore. I'll just go to Rumble or BitChute forever, and I'll just keep my videos on here, the ones that aren't on heavy, serious topics. And I do want to communicate here this to everyone that watches my videos. There are so many videos I've had to take down because I know that PDF files are going to sit there and report them because I exposed the PDF files. And if you don't know what a PDF file is, it's, an adult that's got a thing for kids. It's just this term that people use to actually circumvent YouTube from punishing you for condemning sick people. So what else? What else? Do I want to talk about while I'm on this live stream? Oh, we don't need to go to Israel because they have ammo and weapons and everything they need. They don't need our help. Um, Assface just wants to start a war so he can stay president, which he never was president. He never will be president. And that was China putting him in a booster seat because he is too incompetent to say anything. And he is too incoherent to say anything and even sit in that fucking office. So he's just a figurehead, just like the royal family. He's just a figurehead. He never even got elected. If you believe the media, after the media shut down all the evidence of all the fucking election fraud, then I don't know what to tell you. And if YouTube doesn't like me talking about that, then, maybe YouTube should look at what Facebook did and what they had to apologize for when they were censoring and banning people who were telling the truth about what was going on at the booths, what was caught on camera, what was shown in the digital, how foreign nations interrupted our digital election and tried to interject into it. And when they couldn't win, they just shut it down entirely and just went to paper and cheated. Um, how are we going to have a democracy if we can't get rid of bad Democrats? How? How? Because New York in 2022, the election, the whole state went red. The entire state went red. But because of the way the state works, They took the official results, called them unofficial, and then took uh results that were tampered with and votes added into to make it look like their guy won, and they used those as the official. It's disgusting that we don't even get a choice in our leaders. They pick for us. And when we do get a choice, they call him a pedophile, um and basically everything that they throw upon the one guy who makes a difference is everything that his opponents are that are claiming he is that. So, you know, we need to actually give a shit in 2024. Either RFK Jr. or Trump or DeSantis, someone with common sense, because these Democrats, 99% of them suck ass. 1% of them want to do the right thing, like RFK Jr., and they won't even give him protection. The Secret Service won't even give him protection when he's literally running, and his family has been in the government before. It's a family that's known in the government, and they won't even give him protection. They just want him dead. When they told him that he's not getting protection, that just gave everybody the idea to go out and kill him. The same way they did with Trump. Look at all the politicians that had pictures and memes of them killing him. Yeah, there were like 3 attempts on Trump's life, and the media didn't even talk about it. But everyone's so concerned about an airplane flying over Biden's house. I don't care about Biden. Biden's a clown. He was never elected. He's a fucking puppet, and nothing. He doesn't do anything. He's taking orders from Obama. He's taking orders from the DNC. It's not even him making decisions. It's not even him making decisions. We need someone who's going to actually make the decisions we want made in our government. Okay? I want things to change. I want people to have a better life. I want these kids to have an opportunity to live in a world without being groomed or being told that, oh, you can go be with that an adult. You can go be with that adult because the education system puts it in the textbooks. And then when you ban the books, people say you can't ban a book. Why can't I ban a book? Why can't I ban a book? If I was in a school district, I was part of the board, and I was in a conservative state, not a democratic shit state. And why can't I ban a book that some fucking hire wants to put into the curriculum, or some board member who found his way into the fucking board wants in there? Why can't I ban a book like that? That's teaching kids it's okay to be groomed by adults. YouTube needs to stop fucking banning people and censoring people and shutting people down for exposing the groomers. There's a certain YouTuber on this platform, goes by James C. He does beauty and makeup videos with women. He sent dick pics to a 16-year-old boy, multiple actually. And he's still on the platform, verified. I can't say his full name. YouTube made it so I cannot say their full name anymore. If I say their full name, they say it's bullying harassment. How does that make any sense? That makes zero fucking sense. So if I'm talking about Jeffrey Dahmer, I can't talk about Jeffrey Dahmer because that's bullying and harassment to go after Jeffrey Dahmer? Is that what YouTube's trying to say here? I don't get it. I've been patient. I've found better ways to say what I need to say. I actually have done that. And YouTube's still trying to strike me down. And I've got PDF files reporting my videos because I've offended the PDF files that are all over YouTube. There's this dude called, I don't even know if I can bring his name up on here. No, I can't. I can't even do it. Maybe it was like video format. His first name's David, and his last name starts with an N. This guy has this weird fart fetish, And he lives in California. And he lives in California. He's got this weird fart fetish, and he has minors sending videos of them farting into the camera and shit like that. And he says horrible things, like really fucking depraved things to fucking children. And yeah, it's awful. It's honestly some of the worst shit I've seen in my life, because this guy was exposed by like Gordon Flowers, and he's still not locked up. He's still doing the same thing. He has a YouTube channel, and he's still doing the shit he does. And every time he makes a video saying, guess what, guys? I'll be on the internet all I want. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I've done. I'll be on the internet all I want, guys. You can't stop me. Dude, like, you're a literal predator, and you go after kids, and you're on TikTok. You got banned on TikTok. You're getting banned on YouTube. Or maybe you won't, because they support people like you. But I just don't understand. It's like when Omegle got shut down. Okay, I get it. There's people on Omegle that literally were looking for the youth on there to do things with. Okay, I've run into people on Omegle, and they've told me they got manipulated and exploited. They broke down. Random people just broke down without even me saying a word, without even me asking about it. They broke down, told me about it. Omegle's not responsible for that. You know what's responsible for that? The fucking parents. The fucking government. We're surveyed every day. There's so much surveillance on us. We don't have privacy. We don't have any privacy. But you're telling me that when people are actively grooming on these sites, any site, nothing is done. There's no red flags that are in the system that ping the government and say, look at this guy. Stop this guy. None of that exists. None of that exists. Period. But here we are getting more and more of our privacy. Biden just passed a bill to where they can go through all your phone records now, even if you're not being investigated. How's that one for you? This is the point we're at right now. This is the level we're at. Omegle should have never got shut down. You could find really cool random people on there. You could put your brand out there. You could meet other streamers. You could meet other people with the similar interests. The way that Omegle shut down is the way that every platform is going to shut down. If YouTube does nothing about predators, if Facebook does nothing about predators, if Instagram does nothing about predators, if all these platforms do nothing about predators, they're all going to get shut down. And all the people you've connected with, all the people you're good friends with, you're going to lose those contacts, because pedophiles, I'm going to say it right now, have literally taken that platform and said, you know what? If we can't do what we want on this platform without being talked about, we're going to shut it down, and we're going to do more of it. We're going to do more and more of it until it gets shut down. And all the people who use it just to communicate and just, get a distraction that works for them so they can enjoy life or blow off some steam, they don't have that anymore because we said so. I'm sick and tired of these people, okay? I'm sick and tired of them destroying social media platforms. I'm sick and tired of them abusing things like Telegram to do horrible things. I have a buddy, and he exposes like AI generated CP that people are doing on Discord through like bots, and they're trading it on servers. They're selling the content. And we actually got a server taken down. We actually got people taken down. But the thing is, they just made new accounts. It's still happening. And these people are talking about sending hard drives to each other. Okay, it doesn't get any more sketchy than that. Where's the investigations? And my friend put all of this into the government. right into their forms, right into their pages where you can file things and report things, all of it. And the government's not doing anything. They're just allowing it. So, yeah, about like 2 years ago, I had some dude that tried to claim he was a tranny, but literally fake tits, had a girlfriend, dressed up as a Nazi. These are the type of people that have attempted to shut me down, and they're not winning. But they're still on Discord. They shouldn't be on Discord. They should be banned forever. They shouldn't be allowed on YouTube. Their actions have determined that. You don't see me doing that shit. You don't see me doing that shit. Because if I was doing that shit, I'd be gone. People who speak out and tell the truth are getting targeted every fucking day. But it is what it is, you know? What am I going to do? I'll talk about it. I'll be the voice for people who don't want to talk sometimes or at all. Being self aware and acknowledging what's going on is the first step. Then you make an active change. Even if you're not the problem, you make an active change. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here for a bit and just talk with y'all. I know there's not much content I've been uploading recently, but what can I do? Whenever I say anything at all, YouTube wants to fucking strike me down. And unless I make technology videos or how to fix this or how to fix that, they don't even want me on their platform. I mean, I have a video coming out and it's going to be about NVIDIA. It's going to be about how game developers are failing to hit the mark. And it's going to be a good video because I'm going to break it down. I know people that have been in the industry for 40 years, building computers, software, hardware testing. They get like samples that no one else sees. I know people like that. You don't got to believe me, but I do know people like that. And software. If your software runs like garbage and your coding is garbage, then no hardware is going to run that game. Buying new hardware is not going to help you. And that's been proven time and time again of late, been proven. So, yeah, they just want you to spend more money. They want to sit there, make everything no longer compatible when it is compatible, fully compatible, because they're lazy. They just want to, work with the conglomerates and the companies that make these products that are super expensive that nobody can afford unless you are privileged enough to get a job that allows you to pay for all this shit. And they expect you to slave away doing jobs where you're not making enough money and you're struggling to eat, you're struggling to pay bills, you're struggling to do anything, all while people who come in here illegally get shit handed to them, and that money goes right back to the government because they spend it, it goes right back to the government. And those people who come in here illegally with no documentation, they they can do whatever they want. They can break the law, they can do whatever they want. The police don't want to do the paperwork. It's their job to do the fucking paperwork. And when they're not doing the paperwork, it's a huge fucking problem. Huge fucking problem. Anyways, I just want to hit a variety of topics on here. I understand why people come to this country to escape their country. I get that. But you must know if you're coming in here without any documentation and any legality that you are hurting this nation because the money that you're getting is not your money. It comes from the people working around you. And there's people struggling every day. The homeless are going missing in California. California selling the area and the land beneath the highways just so they can stop the homeless from living under the highways. And if you look at New York, New York is literally the city is making it so these heating vents that they have on the streets are so uncomfortable you cannot sleep on them anymore, just so they can spite the homeless. Give people fucking jobs and they won't be homeless. Pay people enough money and they won't be homeless. Stop raising the fucking minimum wage because that's not helping. Back the currency with gold and then we'll have something. Our money will be worth something because $300,000 in United States currency is like 2 million in Chinese currency. I could understand why people come here, but coming here, never working, never becoming legal, and never actually contributing to the system or donating to fundraisers with that money you're getting is hurting people. My family are immigrants. My mother's family came here on the Mayflower, and my father's family came here from Sicily through Ellis Island. Okay, we're immigrants. Okay, I'm not against immigrants. And it's not just Mexicans flooding over. That was like the case like 2 years ago. Fucking but now it's literally Europeans, it's all sorts of people, all sorts of ethnicities. Imagine if those people that came over here for a better life decided that they're not going to obey the government anymore, that they're going to actually speak up and spend the money that they've been given on the people who need it. That money would be taken away, right? That's exactly what would happen. And then how would the media report it? Well, these people who are given money for assistance to live, well, they're using it for unethical, unauthorized purposes and donations. I could see the government saying something like that when literally the Red Cross throws out food, blankets, water. They do that just so they could write off a tax return as a nonprofit and make money. They do that. Red Cross is fucking dumb. I would never donate to the Red Cross. If you're gonna donate, donate to the local fundraisers, the local soup kitchens, the local efforts. Donate to the locals. Don't donate to the big foundations because they're just going to take your money and not put it to where it needs to go. It's going to go right into the pockets of the bigwigs. It's all it ever does. Um, just a matter of being aware of this and spreading awareness of it. Just the whole point of this channel was to spread awareness about shit. And then I turned it into a music channel because music is a better way to connect with people. Like I could say all this through music. Yeah, I could. And I do plan on doing it. So stay tuned for that. I actually will do that. But it's just I don't know. I'm probably gonna hop off of here. It's been like more than half an hour, but if you want to catch me and you want to watch more of my content, go to Kick or Twitch. Okay? I'm there when I stream. I have a Discord server, but I have no idea what kind of reaction I'm going to get or who's targeting me because I already got one video reported when all I did was call out TEDx talks for sitting there and coddling pedophiles and then sitting there and justifying them 2 times in a row. And then sitting there and saying, "Oh yeah, we've interviewed a victim." But at the same time you promoted pedophilia. So, how are you helping TEDx? You're not. You're just shilling for money. That's all you're doing. You're getting people who have been affected by the problems that you promote, and you're making money on them from all the ad revenue, all the views, all of it. So, YouTube, I know that you gave me my account back after I got hacked by Chinese hackers that put a China Union credit card on my Facebook account to try to frame me for ads that I didn't create on a business account that I didn't create. But YouTube, you need to stop. Stop your shit. And people like Moist Critical and people like Ninja and people like all these content creators, they need to start talking about things that actually are happening in the country. Not, oh, look at Sniper Wolf. No one cares about Sniper Wolf. The only reason people care is because these juggernauts on YouTube won't shut the fuck up about Sniper Wolf. No one cares about her. She's irrelevant. Her content's garbage. I'm never going to watch her content. I don't subscribe to her. And I don't understand why idiots like that are pushed in the algorithm. But, anyways, whatever. She's successful. She's got her pawns and people who are just going to shove money down her throat, shove money into her hands because they have nothing else to do in their lives but feed the enemy and the distractions. But that's fine. I'm not judging those people. I'm just saying they need to be smarter about their actions because they're actually affecting other people. Um, we affect people more than you'd think in this world. Our impact, whether it be you're just a stranger helping someone at a supermarket pick stuff up, or you have a purpose, you can make an impact. Even a small impact is an impact because that will go far. Even if you never talk to that person again, you have no idea what kind of impact that have on someone. And that's for good or ill intent. So I just want to end the stream here. I hope you all have a good um Tuesday. Love y'all. And hopefully we can talk again, or you can watch me again on here and I can post a few new videos after I make this live stream. I don't know. YouTube's protecting people like EDP and James C. And Nova Online and a whole bunch of other people. So I don't know what's going to happen with this video, this live stream, but we will find out. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for listening. It's been good. Peace.